Well, folks, Congress is fighting over this so-called infrastructure bill, which it has nothing to do with. I wish completing the wall would at least be part of that conversation, but it is not. The Democrats are now insisting the definition of infrastructure is, well, everything from the Green New Deal to federalizing election law to amnesty for millions of illegals. And the most devious part of the plan is the Democrats want to use reconciliation to jam this bill down the throats of all Americans. $3.5 trillion, I think the number is at now. Listen to Senator Klobuchar, a Democrat, talk about their so-called For the People Act, a bill that would allow more election cheating on behalf of the Democrats.
There are many ways to proceed here. I think we need a deadline that Senator Schumer set. I think we need to get going. But election infrastructure could actually be in the Democratic package, and that's part of the solution.
I mean, election infrastructure? For real. They're serious. You realize they look in the camera and they're serious about this. Scary, really. Not funny. It's scary. Joining me now is Republican Congressman of Ohio and ranking member of the House Judiciary Committee. Jim Jordan is here. Congressman, I laugh, but really, there's nothing to laugh about here.
Well, no, there's nothing to laugh about because inflation's at a 13-year high and Democrats want to keep spending on everything. I mean, think about the Democrats' economic plan, Grant. They lock down the economy. They spend like crazy. They pay people not to work. And, oh, for those people who do work, they're getting ready to raise your taxes. That's their plan, and they define anything and everything as infrastructure. I don't think that's going to fly with the American people. But this is where the left wants to go. Let's hope we can stop them before they make the situation any worse.
So that's what everybody wants to know. And you know, look, you're one of the best fighters that we have up there. I'm not saying that just to blow smoke up your you-know-what, but you are. Is there a way to stop them, Congressman Jordan? Because people are really fearful right now that there may not be.
Well, I think the American people are. I think they're going to start hearing. Senators are going to hear from them. Democrat members of Congress are going to hear from them. The price of gas is up. The price of lumber is up. The price of milk is up. The price of a used car is up. The price of a hotel room is up. The price of an airplane, a plane ticket is up. Every single thing is up in price. So I think Americans have had it with that. They know it came from the crazy policies of the Biden administration and all the ridiculous spending. So I think they're going to hear from the American people. That's how our great system works is people speak out, talk to their representatives, talk to their senators, and hopefully that impacts their behavior.
Yeah, you talk about guys like Joe Manchin in West Virginia.
Yep.
So important to talk to a guy like that. Real quick, I want to ask you now, because some breaking news comes out. This January 6th select committee that Nancy Pelosi formed, you're going to be on it. Was this a tough decision for you?
No, I mean, the leader asked me, Leader McCarthy asked me to serve on that. I want to serve because we know what this is. This is impeachment round 3. This is to go after President Trump. And frankly, Grant, I don't frankly blame the Democrats for doing this because what else they got? I mean, it's wrong what they're doing, but what else they got to talk? They're going to talk about inflation. They're going to talk about the price of everything going up. They're going to talk about the crime in all our urban areas. They're going to talk about the crisis on the border. I mean, Grant, think about our border. We had a record number of illegal immigrants crossing our border in March, but then that was broken by the record number in April, which of course was broken by the record number in May, which of course was then broken again by the record number in June. That's how crazy the situation is. So they can't talk about any of those issues. So what are they going to do? The same old thing. Go after President Trump, who was the most successful president in our lifetimes. They're going to go after him again. So look, I'm on the committee, and I'm going to focus on the truth. I'm going to focus on the facts.
And you know, if you can, in about 30 seconds, you, Jim Banks, another great fighter there, you can call attention to some of their hypocrisy and some of the crazy things that they're saying, because it would have been really a travesty if Republicans said, hey, we're not going to be on this committee.
Yeah, no, we will do that. I mean, there were a number of the folks on this committee who objected on January 6, 2017. Remember, for 4 years, they said the 2016 election was stolen. So I guess the rule is, Grant, only Democrats can object to any type of election and raise any concerns about an election. When we do it all, that's terrible, but they can do it no problem. So once again, the double standard, we will definitely point out that, not to mention the fact that during the summer of 2020, they said that they called all those terrible actions that took place against law enforcement, small business owners, and American citizens. They called it peaceful protests. They talked about defunding the police. They actually did defund the police, and they bailed out the very people who were creating the anarchy in our streets.
Yeah. Well, you're great at teeing up a segment later in the program, Congressman. We got a guy, he's going to prison for 8 months. He was in the Capitol waving a Trump flag. No destruction. They admit no destruction. I'm going to compare that guy to Black Lives Matter rioters who are dragging barricades over train tracks, and they walk. And this is what we're up against. It's two different systems in America. But, Congressman, it's great having you on the program. Thank you. We will see you again soon.
Take care, brother.
That's Congressman Jim Jordan.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.